The First Tee of Fort Worth is a vibrant organization that uses the 9 core values and golf to help teach young people about managing their lives successfully. But the organization is more than just golf instructors and students. It is our community. Our students come from many different backgrounds and have been drawn to the First Tee for a variety of reasons. They and their families represent a cross-section of the Fort Worth community.
While living in New Orleans, we became a part of the First Tee of New Orleans. And when we moved here, I actually seeked out the First Tee because I knew they had to have chapters. There were chapters all over the U.S. So looked them up, and sure enough, we found the First Tee there. At the time, they were at Pecan Valley and then doing the junior leagues. I wanted the kids to be well-rounded. I wanted them to try every sport. We had them in soccer, t-ball, baseball. And golf, I found out from a girlfriend of mine about golf. And before it was like, oh, I don't know much about golf. So it was something new to give the kids a try out. So we enrolled Nick. And now, from then on, it's kind of taken off, and Janine followed suit. So we've enjoyed it. And being, part of the First Tee and as a volunteer, we've seen just a way to give back to the community.
My wife began to homeschool the children about 5 years ago, and we began to look for programs that we could get them involved in that would coincide with being homeschooled, and there really weren't a whole lot, but my wife managed to find the web page for the First Tee, and I'm sure it was one of the very first web pages that just had basic information, but she got a phone number, she called, and she was so impressed with the people there, and everybody that we met to begin with really inspired us and encouraged us and gave us a really good feeling about the group. And it was something that they had so many different classes and so many different opportunities for the children to be involved in.
Again, the story is that when we moved here to the United States, I moved with my family. My daughter was 1 year and 4 months, and we practically was by ourselves. We don't have any friends, any family members here, and that was a very, very tough time. And we found out that the First Tee became like a family for us. Every Saturday it was kind of go meet with the same people, and remember we was learning about the culture, about being United States, the language and everything, and that became.
Never kind of imagined myself playing golf. It was all about football, but I never really got to play anyways. But my mom just told me to go out and try it, and so I did, and whenever I came back home, I really enjoyed it. So I just kept going on with it.
I think teaching the younger kids in the classes, I love working with kids, and it's a lot of fun. And the opportunities. I went to the Life Skills Academy last year in 2009 in Oregon, and it was amazing actually. I loved it. And I'd love to be able to do more things like that. I went to the Hank Haney IJGA with Jessica Luptak, and that was an amazing opportunity. I loved it. Thrilling.
The First Tee.
I know they have their self-confidence has improved tremendously. They both basically think they're almost invincible. And that's important because they need to know, don't be afraid to try something new. That, you can master it with a lot of practice.
What I love about it is that, like the 9 core values, the respects, the kids learn from it and stuff. That's what I love about it, and I love preaching about it every day. Everywhere I go, I speak about First Tee, how great this program is, how it benefits your kids in life and everything.
The way they approach it with the 9 core values, it's not just teaching the game of golf, it's teaching about how you can live your life with integrity, honesty, perseverance, and sportsmanship. I mean, there's just so many different lessons that they learn that transcend past the game. And that's something that, unfortunately, kids don't learn in every sport and in every situation. But the First Tee is dedicated to that. But after just a couple of weeks of my kids being influenced by these men and women that are involved in the First Tee, their attitude and their behavior at home was better. They were more respectful. They were more focused. It was like, a light went on.
Again, as a PE and educator, because such a program being that good to me, I'm talking about my own experience. Definitely, I just want to pass it on to my kids, to my their parents, their family members, and they can have I can reach and touch different kids. Also for me as a family, as a coach, as a parent, and everything. And also as a volunteer, because we keep in contact with Kevin Long and on different coaches. But talking about the impact in the program as a volunteer, the face of the kids when you're teaching them that you're interested, and they can see that you are helping them, and they feel like that kind of connection. When they cannot hit the balls, they don't know the technique or the skill yet developed. The moment where they can just be successful and they look at you, that impact in their eyes, that's something that it's the most important part as a coach.
I worked Colonial, and there's a bunch of golf pros there. Like, I met Jason Day, and I got to walk alongside Vijay Singh and different things like that, like Caddy Day. And so I get to walk, you get to walk with the pros and carry their bags sometimes. At my school with the golf team, me and my dad kind of told everyone about it, and if they wanted to join, then they joined by themselves. We didn't really force them or anything. It's taught me how to pick up after myself and how to treat people a certain way and how to carry myself like a true gentleman, and it's taught me things like that.
The First Tee was not just a golf program. You learned so much about life skills and how to make friends and setting goals in life, and it'll give you so many opportunities to learn about new things, and once you get golfing, it just will help you so much and get to do new program. The first thing I learned was just how to respect your coaches, your surroundings, the golf course, and also the others in your class and your friends and everyone you come in contact with. So we learned how to, respect our coaches and listen to them when they're talking, and also, respecting the golf course by repairing your divot marks and, doing stuff like that.
Well, when you persevere, you think of doing it and you get yourself to do it. You do it, whatever you're doing. Could be golfing, doing your homework, school.
It's done so many things. I've been able to go places, learn things, learn how to have respect for myself as well as others, and learn a new game, which I never thought I'd really play.
Great.
Everything ends on the core values. I'm lucky because we discovered, my wife and I discovered that my daughter has a talent in golf. But we didn't know that until she started playing also. And it was a combination. Maybe it was the timing. When we moved, we were lucky to find such a program like that, and everything just went together. And that's why I think that's why my daughter and us as a family, we have a great success in we reach our goals that we came to the United States to look.
The First Tee of Fort Worth brings people together from all walks of life and backgrounds. By creating a family environment, bonds and friendship are forged throughout our city. And through golf, young people learn core values that will transform their lives, develop leadership skills, and thus further build our community.